Hello, this is a short introductory video for Hellboy the board game. I'm James Hewitt, one of the designers on the game, and we wanted to put this together to show you a little bit about how target priority works, because we've seen a few people getting confused about it online, and we think it deserves a little once over. Now, first up, we have to apologise. This is our really naff-looking prototype of the game. This is the one we made ourselves out of bits of card and things. I've had to take these cards here out of their sleeves because they were reflecting the lights above. Basically, this is a real ad hoc cowboy job kind of thing. I don't even want to describe the camera setup I'm using here. But hopefully this will be enough to give you an idea of what's going on. We've got a little setup here with Hellboy and Liz. Now, for the purposes of this, they're target priority markers. The yellow one is for Liz, the red one is for Hellboy. And we've got 3 frog monsters in play here. 2 rampaging frog monsters and 1 venomous. Now it's important to note the rampaging frog monsters seen over here are brawlers and the venomous one is a ranged enemy. So if we're at the start of the enemy phase, here's how target priority will be used to dictate the frog monster's actions. We will go from left to right as the rules state through the groups of enemies, and the lead agent, in this case Liz's player, will choose which individual enemies are activated at any given time within that group. So Group A, transforming frog monsters, we have none on the board, which means that they don't do anything, so we ignore them. Across here to the rampaging frog monsters, we have 2 of them. They're both on equal health in the same area. It makes no difference which one goes first. And the brawler tag means that when they're activated, they will move towards the nearest agent and attack them. Now in this case here, there are 2 agents equally close. And that's where target priority comes in. So the first frog here will go for Liz as she is first on the queue. So he'll move in, attack, and so forth. The moment Liz is chosen using target priority, her marker is bumped to the back of the queue. And that's the same whether you have 2, 3, or 4 agents. If we had 4 agents, then this would go to here and all 3 would shunt forward. But as we only have 2, that happens. And this is a really important thing. Whenever you use target priority, you move the marker to the back. So that you move the front marker to the back of the queue. So that happens there. Next frog monster, rampaging frog monster, is activated. And now Hellboy's at the front of the queue, so this guy goes over to there. Same thing again. Hellboy's marker is bumped to the back of the queue, meaning Liz is now once again the lead agent. She's the one with the target on her head. That's both rampaging frog monsters done, so we come to the venomous frog monster, who is here. And the venomous frog monster has a choice of 2 agents. They will, in their turn, if they're not in an area with any agents, they will target a visible agent. They have 2 agents currently visible, Hellboy and Liz. In this case, they're not going to target the nearest. They're going to target whichever one is furthest forward in the priority queue. So, of course, that's going to be Liz. So Liz will get hit once again. And because she's been hit, or rather because she's been targeted, because she's been chosen using this, her marker bumps to the back. The golden rule is, whenever you use this marker to determine an agent, it bumps to the back of the queue. Okay, so we have a different situation here. We've added Johan into the mix. As you can see, he's in the middle of the target priority track, the blue cube there. Now, when the frog monster comes to attack this time, it's still a ranged attack. It will still target a visible agent, and it will still use target priority. However, you'll notice that the lead agent, that's Liz, is over here out of sight. There's a wall here, meaning that the frog monster can't target her. So what happens here? Well, we use target priority as before, and the agent that is furthest forward on the queue is the one that's targeted. So Liz cannot be targeted, so that means it is going to be Johan. So Johan will get hit with the attack, bumping his cube to the back of the queue and pushing Hellboy's one forward. Straightforward, right? The important thing to remember is that you don't have to be at the front of the queue to be targeted using target priority. You just have to be furthest forward of the agents that are eligible for the attack. Similarly, if we had a situation where we had Hellboy and Johan here in a fight with a frog monster, and this was a melee combat, it could even be the same venomous frog monster because they can, of course, still attack in melee in the same area. What we have here is the same situation where the frog monster can target out of these two. In this case, it will target Hellboy as he is the furthest forward eligible target. And hopefully that explains target priority in a couple of minutes. Thank you very much.